Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. This is the difficult one. I said I'd be doing this one. We're going to talk about yesterday in Manchester, but I'm not going to regurgitate all that happened. We all know what happened. What I want to talk about is why it happened. And I don't just mean a man of Muslim extraction decided he hates Jews and was going to go and kill them. I want to look at a larger picture. I want to look at the environment in which this was allowed to fester and happen. We have, for many, many years, kept allowing people into this country who are not compatible with our culture, who hate us, who hate the Jews, who hate everyone who isn't like them, and even hate people who are like them because they're the wrong sort of them. It is a culture of hate. It's a culture of death. It's a cult of death. And we've been told we have to tolerate this. And if you don't tolerate it, then you're a racist. Well, since we're all racist now, according to Keir Starmer, I feel free that we can talk about this and say enough's enough. These beliefs are counter to what we as a nation hold dear. We don't want people coming into this country and killing simply in the name of some religion, if that's what it is. And so rather than address the problem, we have governments that explicitly call us names because we're concerned about it, that will jail you or force you to lose your job or entitlements if you show any kind of intolerance to what's going on. Well, I find murder intolerable. I find the rape of children intolerable. And we all know who does most of it. And here's the thing. There's only one group that ever commits the atrocities of blowing themselves up and killing people. Only one group that's ever done that. And we have a government too afraid to address it. And this fear by the government has led to the emboldening of these people. And it isn't just those people, it's their useful idiots. It's the ones that go on the Free Palestine marches. Free Palestine. Free the people who want to kill and eradicate Jews all over the world. Let's go and reward their murders. Let's go and treat them as anything other than complicit in the genocide of Jews. Let's go and celebrate baby killers. We want to be there. We're white people born in middle-class England and we don't actually have jobs, so we turn up and we wear a keffiyeh because, we're wankers. Oh, gays for Palestine, please, please. All you people who go on there going gays and queers for Palestine, please, I'm begging you, go to Palestine, be gay, be queer. Please do that. Please show your support by going there and being who you are. I would love to watch. But it isn't just the people who are emboldened by this. This has been emboldened by politicians who allow these marches and then who ban a group, Palestine Action, and then allow the marches for those going, oh, Palestine Action. Anyone who turns up at a march for Palestine Action should be arrested and charged under the Terrorism Act and locked up for 30 years. That's how you deal with this. Then you get the politicians out there saying, we hate Israel. Israel, who are the victims of the 7th of October. Oh, they're being victimised. We hate them. They're genociding people. They're not. Oh, we're going to go. Oh, we're not going to recognise them. Oh, we're going to put an international arrest warrant on. Oh, Jews. Jews hate Jews. We hate Jews. This is the government. Hate Jews. Jewish people shouldn't have a homeland. Jewish people should expect to get murdered in their homeland. Jewish people shouldn't be allowed to defend themselves from the murderers who want to kill them. And this is what our government is saying. This is the atmosphere our government is creating. I'm surprised they aren't rounding Jews up, making them wear yellow stars. Maybe putting them into little work camps. After all, they're such a bunch of troublemakers, aren't they? With their not actually getting involved and murdering people in Britain at all. That's what we've got. And then wanker-in-chief Starmer says, I'm recognising Palestine because he hasn't got any balls between his legs. He's a little smooth Ken doll, isn't he? I haven't got any balls, so I'm going to recognise Palestine because I need to keep the Muslim vote. Muslims ain't going to vote for you anymore. They're starting their own parties now. You. And so that strengthens these people. It gives them a force, if you will. It gives them agency. And so they can go out and feel no compunction in committing these terrible atrocities. After all, it's only Jews, isn't it? It's not as though the government gives a shit. It's only Jews. It's only Jews getting murdered. Except when it's not. Except when it's children in the Manchester Arena. Except when it's 3 little girls playing in Southport. Except when it's the man on London Bridge. Or Borough Market. Or Manchester Synagogue. And it's always the same lot, isn't it? It's always the same lot. And I think, this line of, oh, you mustn't judge them all because of the actions of an individual. I say, yes, you do. Because they all have the same belief. And none of them are ever standing there and going to the police and saying, oh, this guy down the road, another Muslim, a friend of mine, I think he's planning an atrocity. None of them ever do that. None of them ever stood up and said anything about, well, there's a couple of my friends and they're raping children. None of them stood up and said that. And tens of thousands of children raped because of government that's too afraid. And then the government now are scared that the people of this country are moving to the right. We're not right enough. And I think, in all honesty, this government has made these people bold enough to do what they want. I'm going to say that Keir Starmer is implicitly responsible for everything that is happening. Everything. The people who died yesterday, Keir Starmer killed them. He didn't do anything himself, no, but he created the atmosphere. He is complicit in the demonisation of Jews. He is complicit in building the hate, the fear of Jews in this country, the intolerance of Judaism in this country. Keir Starmer is a Nazi. He is a jackboot, Jew-hating Nazi. And I think he needs to be removed for the good of humanity. And then you get Shabana Mahmood. Oh, he's not to blame, says the Pakistani Muslim Home Secretary. He's not to blame. Charles, I'm not to blame. No. Who's to blame? Oh, it's the right wing. The right wing are driving him on. Mental issues. He's a lone wolf. Well, when you've got 20,000 lone wolves, it's not really lone wolf territory, is it? Significant parts of our government, establishment, and certainly the media, and certainly the disgusting, shit-filled creatures of the BBC, hate the Jews. And when anything like this happens, the BBC actually said, oh, it was spurred on by right-wing hatred. No, he was spurred on by Islam. And Mahmoud is saying that the only person responsible for this devastating attack is the attacker himself. Not true. Not true. When you get the BBC constantly pushing an anti-Jewish, anti-Israel line, they are complicit. When the media, the newspapers follow suit because they want access to the government, you've got to put this story out, you've got to make this, it's all got to be right-wing thuggery. They're responsible. We must see who is responsible. And it is the establishment of this country, and that establishment is headed by the Nazi-in-chief, Adolf Starmer fucking Hitler. See Starmer for what he is. A loathsome, horrible, hate-filled, anti-Jewish, anti-Semitic piece of human excrement, an unflushable turd that pops up with regularity to do the most awful, heinous things and support it. 3 girls murdered in Southport. Oh, fuck me, I've got to go up there. Stands 47 seconds, pretends to look sad, throws down £3.50's worth of garage flowers, and then fucks off to a party. Didn't talk to anyone, didn't look at anyone. The man is scum. Murdered by a Muslim. They were murdered by a Muslim. And yesterday, a Jewish man murdered by a Muslim. Only one of them. Yeah, the 2 dead people, the Muslim only murdered one of them, It's been revealed, about 10 minutes before I made this video, that the other one was murdered by the police. interesting questions need to be asked there as well. At least the police did do their right job and shot dead that fucker. Why did you shoot him 7 times, sir? Ran out of bullets. There will be a war in this country, but the war won't be started by us or by, another community. It won't be a war that will be wanted, but it'll be a war that will be necessary because of the hate coming from our establishment. The Jews in this country, a lot of them are thinking of leaving. They face a climate of fear and aggression simply because we have a government that hates them. I don't hate Jews. I've worked with them. Know many Jews. Not got a problem with Jewish people. Not at all. They've never wanted to kill me, of course. Unlike the others. If we are going to have a war in this country, it's going to be bloody and it's going to be quick. And the government won't know what to do. And we all know one thing. We know which side the police will be on. And they'll be our enemy. Thank you very much.